日本時間7月15日、米メディア、FOX スポーツに、オールスターの両チームを率いる、ドジャースのデーブ・ロバーツ監督とヤンキースのアーロン・ブーン監督が出演しました。そこで、大谷選手やジャッジ選手の人間性について、両監督が言及。元レッドソックスのレジェンド、デビッド・オルティーズ氏が、両監督に、アーロン・ジャッジや大谷翔平みたいな選手が毎日ラインナップにいるってどんな気持ちと質問すると、アーロン・ブーン監督は、それはもう素晴らしいよ。それに、ジャッジって僕のチームで間違いなく人間的にも一番の存在なんだ。と語りました。続いて、ロバーツ監督が、翔平は MLB の顔の一人だし、アメリカだけじゃなく、日本やアジア全体に影響力を持ってる。と語り、続いて、大谷選手の素顔についても明かしてくれました。また、この日は、フリーマン選手が、オールスター前日のメディアデーにて、大谷選手について触れる場面も。ここからは、その様子を見ていきます。
Is it the first time bringing him here?
No.
No, all the time.
He's on 7 straight All-Star games.
So your teammate Shohei Ohtani,
Yeah.
now he's a father.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a journey like you
Yeah.
have like this.
Yeah, it's amazing. He's had his daughter in April, and hasn't skipped a beat. Still the best player on this planet. It's fun to watch him play baseball every day, and we'll see how many kids he has. He's got 2 more to catch up.
Freddie, when you visit Tokyo, you said whatever you expected 10 times more than Korea.
Yeah.
Was it really 10 times better than Korea?
I wouldn't say. I think it was all great. Korea was great. Japan was great. The reason I said 10 times more is because we were in Japan with Shohei and Yoshinobu and Roki, and then they had Seiya and Shoto. So I think it was a different experience. It was an experience that I'll never forget, even though I didn't play in those 2 games. But hopefully we'll be able to go back again before I retire one day.
So it was not a disrespect to Korean. Some Korean fans consider it as a disrespect.
Oh, I'm sorry for them. No.
Freddie, I have a couple of questions
Yeah.
for you. When the team goes to dinner, who orders the most expensive thing?
Probably me. I like nice things.
Okay. If you had to swap lives with a teammate for a week, who would it be and why?
Ooh. Swap lives with a teammate. I mean, it's easy to say Shohei, but I don't know if I want to deal with all. He's got a lot going on every day. But I'm going to go... No, I'll just say Shohei. I want to see what it's like.
Here with our usual cast, Derek Jeter, David Ortiz, Alex Rodriguez, I'm Kevin Burkhardt. And why wait? We got the managers for the game who look very relaxed right now. Dave Roberts, of course, of the Dodgers, Aaron Boone of the Yankees. Guys, it is great to see you. And I just want to know this. Start off right here, Dave. This is your 4th All-Star game. Booney, it's your first. What's the advice here, Dave? I know you had to give a couple tidbits to the rookie All-Star manager here.
No, so I'm 0-3. So I got plenty of advice how to lose an All-Star game. And the thing is, I just got word from Booney that he's bringing in the heavy hitters. Joe Torre is in the house. So then now it's like I'm 0-3 trying to find one win, and he's got the Godfather. So it's like, I don't know. We got our work cut out.
Yeah, I'm no dummy. I invited Joe in spring training. I talked to the league about it. Actually, I was so thrilled because he's been with us the last 2 spring trainings. So to ask him and to see how excited he was to come here and like having that little secret weapon with me, to hopefully get the AL another victory.
Hey, Dave and Booney, the game's never been hotter. I mean, if you just take a little zoom out, you have record numbers in attendance. You see numbers going up in ratings. People are watching. They're interested. Great stars. But in your individual opinions, what's working so well for baseball in 2025?
Well, I think we have so much talent and we have so much young talent. There's obvious, each year you're blown away by how many good young players emerge as real superstars. I think a handful of the rules that have been put in place the last few years, especially for me, the pitch clock, has made the game now played at a pace where I think it should be played. And I think that's resonated with a lot of not your hardcore fans necessarily, but those casual fans that are now coming to the stadium that I think are getting an amazing experience when they do.
Yeah, I think to echo what Booney said is the game, any game is about superstars, and fans gravitate towards the greatest of all, right? That can do what they do at their crafts. And I've always kind of, with the analytics, the data and all this stuff, I do think, Alex, that we're finding a balance in the sense of having the analytics, the data that people can relate to, and it kind of brings them into our game, but not relying too much on it and still looking at the talent and letting these superstars, these athletes, just do their thing.
Guys, I was the manager for the Future game a couple of years ago, and having all those kids that are playing nowadays in the big league, to me, was extremely exciting. Now, I would like to know, how does it feel to have a guy like Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani in your lineup every day?
It's amazing. And, the one thing, Judgey's arguably the best person in my room. And when your captain, your best player, one of the faces of the sport, is also one of the best people in your room, it goes a long way in kind of helping the room set a tone. Like, man, you want to follow that guy. You want to please that guy. You want to make sure we're falling in line with kind of how he goes about his business. So Aaron Judge, not only what he does between the lines, but more importantly, who he is as a person, makes my job a lot easier.
Yeah, and I think with Shohei, I think that being one of the faces of Major League Baseball, not only domestically, but when you're talking about Japan and Asia, being a two-way player, to kind of have to come back from injury, to then perform as a hitter, being there every day, then to kind of get ready to pitch and build up and throw 102 miles an hour, 103, whatever it is, to be a lead at that, and to still take on the responsibility of being one of the faces. I marvel at how he does it, and there was a meme, I guess, about a month and a half ago, something, where he was on the bench pouring waters for his teammates in between innings and putting it on the jug, the water cooler. And it's like, how many superstars are going to be doing that?
I got a question. We talk about the emergence of all the young players. Now, coming to an All-Star game, you get a chance to manage players for the first time. And some of them, you may actually get to know them for the first time. Who have you played against that you're looking forward to actually getting to know a little bit and manage?
Yeah, I love this question because, Doc talked about addressing the team and what resonates with you. I made one All-Star team. It was 2003. Tony La Russa was on the staff. I was with the Reds. He's the Cardinals. And one thing he said to me was, I'm really looking forward to being your teammate today. And, you compete so hard in this game, whether it's, from our standpoint, trying to get somebody out or trying to score runs. To get to be teammates with guys that are the best in the game, that you have a ton of respect for, means the world to me. And I just passed Vladdy Guerrero Jr. walking down. He's somebody that obviously in our division, a guy I hate seeing come up in big spots, and he's on my team today. And as hard as we compete against each other, to share a room with them, to share a goal of going out and getting it done, that's the biggest thing I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, and I think for me, it's funny. It's like earlier today at brunch or whatever it was, I saw Frankie Lindor and Ketel Marte earlier, and from past All-Star games, we built these relationships that now going forward, we've been great friends ever since. And to kind of get in the room with guys to watch how they interact with each other while they're competing for all these years. And then now for one day, as Aaron said, we're teammates for a day. But also for me as a manager to kind of figure out what makes guys tick. And we were just up on the stage with our two starters in Skubal and Skeens. And so for us to have a little conversation to kind of get inside their minds, and obviously being two great pitchers is always fun as a coach, but this is special to be around the game's best.
You guys are two of the best in the game, obviously, and you've done it for a long time. But let's reveal a couple secrets here. When a player gets out of line, you guys are involved in two of the most historic postseason moments ever. So, Aaron, you're like, hey, listen, I got one thing for you. 2003, baby. Let's go back and relive it. 2003 ALCS. Booney at the plate. Derek, you know the drill here. There it goes.
Oh, David. Oh no.
God.
Oh no.
I remember telling Booney before the game or something, I said the ghosts always show up.
But it goes always show. It's not how you start, boys. It's how you finish. Where's that next clip?
Not
so hey, Bergie, what the heck's going on?
Doc, is he producing this? How do you know what the next clip is?
Doc, I got you. The next clip of the next year. Look at Doc. He's safe. I mean, come on, it never gets old, does it?
Oh, man. All right, now
running for your life right
now. Turn it off. Now we already said it. Turn it off.
Oh my gosh! And we know what happened after that as the Sox came back. But that does, in all seriousness, those moments epic. Does it help you managing in the biggest markets in the country with the biggest superstars because you have been there and done that?
I think so. And especially we're coming up on trade deadline time. So I know what that feels like too. Like to go to a place like New York. Where there's just so many outside things that can come into play. It definitely helps you relate. I've been an all-star. I've fallen on my face on the stage. I feel like I've done a lot of some good and some really bad in this game. So I feel like that's something that helps me relate to guys, hopefully on a daily basis.
Booney, following up, you guys went through a little bit of a tough stretch. You finished fairly strong here going into the break. Take away Aaron Judge. How do you feel about the second half, and is there anyone who has surprised you, Booney, as a manager, watching him every day, that's been a secret bit of a standout?
Well, I'll start with Cody Bellinger. Like, the first conversation I had with Cody this winter was like, wherever you play me, I don't care, and I mean that, and I mean every single day. Like, just so when I make a lineup the night before or whatever, I make the lineup and then I plug Cody in where the open spot is. Like, he's that gifted at all three outfield positions, or if I need to stick him at first base on a given day. We've had some attrition in our bullpen, and you go through a stretch of games. We played 26 out of 27, where you're trying to play catch up a little bit with the pen, and that's been a little bit of a challenge. So we got to stabilize that and really start defining some roles down there. But I think our position player group is strong. I think our starters are strong. Hopefully there's a couple tweaks we do at the deadline that kind of are those moves that kind of help put us over the top. But, we're in position to do something special, and that's what we set out to do in the first half.
Hey, Booney, I heard you guys looking for the third baseman. Will you take any of these two OGs back with you?
I can't play third. It's too close.
Too close.
Doc, any chance we see Ohtani pinch hit? Let's bring him back in the game in the ninth if you need him. That's all I'm going to say. Change it up.
Yeah. Well, he's going to – I know he's going to take, obviously, the first at-bat. I'm going to try to coax him to take two tonight.
Okay.
And then I don't know if we end up in a tie, that home run challenge, the derby situation. So I got to find three willing participants. So I got to work on that. So, hey, we got two here.
Got a few here.
But that's two American League guys.
That's right.
Three American League guys.
It's only a few swings.
いかがでしたでしょうか。このチャンネルでは日本人メジャーリーガーなどを中心に野球情報をお届けしています。この動画が良かったら高評価、チャンネル登録をよろしくお願いいたします。今回も最後までご覧いただきありがとうございました。それではまた次の動画でお会いしましょう。